In a small-town morgue, on what seems like an ordinary night, a brutal crime scene changes everything. The police discover a house filled with multiple bodies, all showing signs of violent struggle. But strangely, there are no signs of forced entry. Buried in the basement, they find the body of a young, unidentified woman. With no visible cause of death and no explanation for her presence, she is labeled Jane Doe and transported to the local coroner's office. There, father and son coroners Tommy and Austin Tilden prepare to perform a routine autopsy before the morning deadline. At first, everything feels normal. Tommy, the experienced and methodical father, leads the examination while Austin assists, carefully documenting each step. The body is eerily pristine. No bruises on the surface, no defensive wounds, no broken bones. She looks almost peaceful. But as they begin the internal examination, the mystery deepens. Beneath the flawless skin, they discover severe internal injuries, broken bones, damaged organs, and signs of trauma that don't match the untouched exterior. It's as if her body tells two completely different stories. As the autopsy continues, strange events begin to unfold. The radio turns on by itself. The lights flicker. The family cat suddenly becomes aggressive and has to be put down. Austin starts feeling uneasy, sensing that something is terribly wrong. When they examine Jane Doe's lungs, they find charred tissue, as if she had been burned alive. Yet her skin shows no sign of fire. Inside her stomach, they uncover a piece of cloth with Roman numerals and cryptic symbols written in blood. The symbols point toward ancient rituals, possibly witchcraft. The storm outside intensifies, cutting off phone lines and trapping them inside the building. When they try to leave, they realize the elevators won't work. Then the power goes out. The morgue doors lock automatically. Suddenly, the corpses in the building begin to change positions. One of them appears to be walking in the hallway. Panic sets in as Austin and Tommy realize they may not be alone with the dead girl. Digging deeper into the clues, they piece together a horrifying theory. Jane Doe might not be a victim of witchcraft. She might be the witch herself. Evidence suggests she could be connected to the Salem witch trials. Instead of being executed, she may have been tortured and transformed into something inhuman. Her body absorbs pain inflicted on her and projects it onto others. The autopsy isn't just an examination. It's reactivating her suffering. As fear takes over, father and son struggle to survive the escalating supernatural chaos. Bells tied to the corpses ring in the darkness. Shadowy figures move just beyond their sight. At one point, believing that the spirit is manipulating the bodies, Tommy makes a tragic decision and attacks what he thinks is a threat, only to realize too late that he has harmed someone innocent. The tension reaches its peak when Tommy understands the terrifying truth. Jane Doe doesn't need to move. She doesn't need to open her eyes. The torment she endured centuries ago continues to radiate from her body, punishing anyone who dares to uncover her secrets. In a desperate attempt to save his son, Tommy chooses to sacrifice himself, hoping that by offering his own life, he can end the nightmare. But the horror doesn't end there. By morning, the storm clears. Authorities return to the morgue to find more unexplained deaths. Jane Doe's body lies on the table once again, perfect, untouched, and expressionless, as if nothing ever happened. As she is transported to another city for further examination, a subtle movement crosses her face. The radio turns on once more, playing the same haunting song from the night before. The mystery remains unsolved. Was she a victim? A witch? Or something far older and darker? One thing is certain. Some secrets are buried for a reason, and sometimes the dead should never be opened.